As the first day of school draws near for many students in our area, some parents are wondering if they should send their students back to class or keep them home to learn virtually. So we're going to be joined now by Dr. Jeff Pothof with UW Health to talk more about this. Dr. Pothof, there's so much out there. It seems like there's no one size fits all for any particular parent. But what's your best guidance for parents during these uncertain times?
Yeah, there is no one size fits all when it comes to deciding whether or not to send your children in for in-person learning or virtual. I think a couple of steps that parents can take, one is ensure that the school district looked at their spaces and they feel like they're able to socially distance. Some schools, just by their physical outlay, aren't going to support social distancing. And if they can't do that, even being creative, you really can't send those kids into that environment. Now, if they can support social distancing, you're going to look for, how do they plan on doing that? Do they need to do a hybrid schedule to decrease the number of kids that might be in there at any given time? Some schools will need to do that. Some may not need to do that. You want to look for robust sanitation practices, practices on how kids will arrive and leave that keep them from forming lines and mingling closely together. Earlier, I would have said you want to make sure that there is a mask mandate in that school. Although that's a little bit easier now with the state order, but any program that would not allow or not require kids to wear masks would give me pause. If a school can do the social distancing and kids can be masked, I think it's not unreasonable when you put the benefit of in-person learning against the risk that we currently experience with COVID to say it might be beneficial to send your kids to school. But that's going to be a decision that, each parent needs to make. And I think, healthcare professionals and public health experts can help you weed through that a little bit.
Yeah, we just have a few seconds left here, but for a lot of parents, Dr. Pothof, they have their own questions, and yet they've got to communicate to their children how to stay safe so that they can be safe. One child might be saying, can't wait to get back to school. Another child might be saying, I don't want to go near the school. So what do you tell parents to help talk to their children to keep safe?
Yeah, I think if parents are making a decision to potentially, send their kids back to school, I think, talk to them a little bit about, why it's important to be in school, why it's important to see your friends. Talk to them a little bit about, there is this disease. And although it seems scary, there are things we can do to keep safe, and really reemphasize that idea about masking and social distancing. That might look different for different age groups, but that would be a message that would be important to get across.
Yeah, good information, and always wash your hands again and again and again as often as possible if that helps. Thanks.
You bet.